The city could be getting more affordable housing, and police will be getting more funding. Here's what happened this week on The Gavel, your weekly Denver City Council wrap-up. Denver could be buying land to support affordable housing. On Tuesday, the Finance Committee sent to the full council a plan to purchase 1460 and 1480 Tremont Place. It's currently a 12,000 square foot parking lot and a 4,800 square foot building. The money for the $2.5 million purchase would come from the Capital Improvement Contingency Fund.
CIF contingency is a separate fund that lives within our capital improvements fund, so this has no impact on the general fund specifically. Contingency is, depending on the year, it's usually between 4 and 5% of base revenues. So contingency in 2025 was $7.4 million. We actually haven't used any of our 2025 contingency.
If approved, the city will hold the property until it can find a pre-qualified affordable housing developer to build the housing. The Denver Police Department is getting more money. On Wednesday, the Health and Safety Committee heard a briefing on Proposition 130, which voters passed last year. The bill provides an additional $350 million to local law enforcement for recruitment, training, and retention of officers. There's also a $1 million death benefit that would go to officers' families. City officials are working with the state to figure out exactly how the money can be spent. Once the $350 million is raised from this program, the money needed to support staffing will have to go back to local authorities.
The challenge is, in order to maintain that full force capacity, that is not a one-time expenditure. That is something that will be ongoing. And so as that funding goes away, I think it'll be incumbent on the local local governments to maintain that source of funding.
The airport is continuing its sustainability goals. On Wednesday, the Transportation Committee sent to the full council a contract to support recycling and compost at Denver International Airport. The $720,000 contract will fund the Zero Waste Valet program. The money goes to transportation services that removes vendors' compost and recycling to a correct disposal area. It'll also help pay for staff training and waste audits.
The Zero Waste Valet team in particular has collected over 400 tons of material and has diverted that away from the landfill since this project began in May of 2024. We project for the year of 2026 that they will be able to collect another 550 to 600 tons of material, which is the equivalent of taking 131 cars off the road for a year.
This contract is part of a pilot program. Officials from the airport want a full-scale program covering all concourses by 2027. You can find links to City Council meetings, schedules, agendas, events, and news at denvergov.org/citycouncil. Denver City Council meets every Monday at 3:30 at the City and County Building Council Chambers, or tune in live on Denver 8 or Zoom. Be sure to follow us on X, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram for Denver news, events, and information.